To simplify, you nailed it. It really does take a toll developmentally, psychologically, emotionally, socially, when you are working adult hours at a young age. And what a lot of people don't realize is that there are still states that don't even have any child labor law regulations in place. Yet every state has child performers. And there really aren't very many resources that educate parents, guardians, families on what to expect, the risks, the pressures, the very difficult decisions that are inevitable. So, when people are entering the industry, first and foremost, I invite them to be curious about what's drawing them to it. Is it the medium itself, that opportunity to express? If so, there are a million ways outside of the industry that you can be creative. Is it the sense of having a platform and having a message that you want to share publicly? So that curiosity is a great entry point. But then also you have to be really honest with yourself and look at your budget, look at your contingency plans, and really think through it practically, because the pace of the industry is not really human centric in its design. It is quick to replace whoever is not available that day for that given audition. And it can feel quite disempowering if you don't have the tools to support yourself.
Yeah, it's such an important point because I do think a lot of parents, to your point, perhaps are drawn to the industry. I know my mom, for example, loves films her whole life. I think if I was around that age and I said I want to be an actor, I want to be a performer, she would have happily taken me to that
Yes.
space.
And just to build on that briefly, it's really important to consider the psychological impact of a young person recreating scenarios and depicting scenes, portraying characters who are going through potentially challenging or, age inappropriate experiences. And that can have a very traumatizing effect. And there aren't currently mental health practitioners on set to help young people or talent regulate their nervous systems during a very cathartic performance. There are a lot of things we need to do systemically as well as personally to create sort of these aftercare plans, because as you can see, a lot of really incredible and brave artists have deep struggles. So you have to be able to support that magic, that sense of flow when you're in the moment with some structure. Otherwise, it's easy to think from the outside that this is just going to be all fun and games, and from the inside, it can be quite destabilizing.
Mm. Yeah, it's so important for folks to hear. And have you seen, Allison, any shifts in, you mentioned some of the systemic changes that we could use, child labor laws, perhaps some industry wide changes in awareness and actions on improving care and the well being of younger folks in the industry. Have you seen any positive shifts in that direction, or are we still a ways away?
Oh, we are a ways away. We are a ways away. We are seeing intimacy experts on set. That is a step in the right direction. It's hard to believe that we have had centuries of intimate scenes being captured without someone on set to ensure the safety of the actors, as well as just protocols for being respectful and safe for crew as well. So intimacy experts are a step, but we are looking at a giant leap. That's what needs to happen. And it honestly, it takes not just folks in the industry. This includes having public conversations with the audience and helping people understand how all of us are interconnected in this dynamic. Like, if you really take a moment to reflect on the phenomenon of child stardom, for one thing, what kind of culture and society are we living in that even permits something like child stardom to exist in the first place? That illusion of separation, that someone is superior or whatever that differentiating factor is of a famous person. We've got a lot of work to do in humanizing each other, and seeing what we can do to just create safer environments. And this is not just for our industry. This is for every industry, of course.